Hello, and thank you for watching this video presentation entitled Mixed Realities as Design Intervention for Communities, Blending Digital and Physical Experiences. My name is Kat Normoyle. I am an assistant professor in the School of Art and Design at East Carolina University, and I'm presenting to you today from my studio in Greenville, North Carolina. Designed community interventions are really meant to foster engagement and encourage interaction for communities and citizens through the activation of spaces and the built environment. If deemed successful, this contributes to creating a stronger sense of place. Design interventions that merge both real and virtual worlds, where physical and digital experiences coexist and interact in real time, can result in particularly engaging mixed realities within the built environment and beyond that can connect with audiences in multiple ways across multiple platforms. But what do mixed realities as design interventions look like for communities? I define this as the blending and integration of the built environment, the physical and real environment with a virtual reality or digital experience. With mainstream media, this might entail a mobile or wearable app that enhances or expands on a physical activity in the built environment, or as another example, it could be an interactive digital experience that animates or augments otherwise static landscapes, among other possible overlapping physical or digital scenarios. Design interventions, whether they encompass a blended digital physical experience or not, can improve and expand on a community's sense of place. And there are many ways it is possible to create an added sense of place. Some of the ways that I talk about it in my work is through the addition of programming or activity, through cultural or historical narratives, and through social engagements and other interactions. The benefits of mixed reality design interventions include engaging audiences via multiple channels and at multiple entry points. So in other words, audiences might engage on site, on location, or they could engage from a distance and remotely. This provides people with more flexibility for choosing how to participate with the work, when to participate, and possibly offering longer lasting or multi-level experiences. Mixed reality interventions can also have the potential to have a larger impact across more people. And they are more likely to be scalable, meaning community engagement work could reach beyond the local to include regional, national, or even international scopes. If we look at a few examples to further examine what mixed realities are as design interventions in communities, let's take a look at this first one. This is a project of an example that encourages interaction and engagement with the city and its history. This is the Asheville Urban Trail, which is a trail through downtown Asheville that walks you around to famous historical sites. It's a self-guided city tour, and it's not particularly unique in its design intent. Many cities have something similar to this, but it is a great example of a well-designed experience that actually works and well. And this is from personal experience, navigating that experience with my family just recently. The mobile app and the built environment work together fluidly. The urban trail includes 30 stops with plaques at each stop. The mobile app helps you find each location on site via an interactive map. And then once you find the location, it includes an audio description that you can listen to. Other resources include a scavenger hunt and other teaching guides and listening recordings that encourage further interaction and engagement with the city. Currently, I'm working with a colleague on something similar to this mobile app tour for our city of Greenville. In its current state, we are compiling sites of interest and laying out what content might be physical versus digital in this self-guided experience. Another type of example of design interventions that encourage interaction and engagement through mobile apps are those that encourage hashtagable experiences from physical on-site locations as shareable social media. These types of experiences have the potential to expand on-site physical interactions with those that are digital and increase audiences from those that may engage with the work in person to those that may gain access via social media threads. They also have the opportunity to expand our sense of place, potentially from one community to a larger regional, national, or global community. This is an engagement project that I'm leading in Greenville that explores and attempts to measure this physical versus digital relationship upon its completion. The mural design is meant to be interactive and invite people to engage with it both physically and digitally in a playful and inclusive way by offering a broader range of entry points for audiences to engage and participate, either on-site or in person or via social media. This provides an opportunity to garner attention from more online participants, either before, during, and after the experience of visiting the site. An opposite sort of scenario example of the mobile experience blending with the built environment is the outdoor digital display as a social media wall. This is a live feed shared in a public space through large digital displays that can be built directly into the environment or added as additional and sometimes temporary installations. The live feeds can show images, text, videos, and can add a layer of new digital content directly into the physical environment. What makes this example a particularly interesting one in terms of community engagement work is that it can offer an open, inclusive dialogue directly with your community members, so quite literally incorporating the narrative of your community into your physical environment to add to its sense of place. Some other larger scale digital interactive work that attempts to add to community's sense of place through interaction and community engagement are works by large agencies such as ESI Design. This is Sensing Change. It's a light installation that brings a soothing energy to the building's terrace with animations that evoke the same feeling of dappled light through trees. These are physical environments that have been blended or augmented with digital elements to create new immersive environments. The digital aspects added to the infrastructure allow people to interact in more expanded ways, most often through visual, audio, and motion. Another large-scale digital light installation. This project is in San Francisco at the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts. This project is called Light Swarm and was made by a Future Cities lab, now Future Forms. It responds to sound data via color and light displays from inside the building and outside. Here's another example of a digital interactive work that focuses on the result of social interaction and community engagement of participants and uses projected light versus large-scale digital displays like the former. Night Lights, created by Yes Yes No Interactive, is described as an interactive playground, allowing viewers to become not just spectators, but performers with this piece to add to this community's sense of place. Something that I've been working on for another project in Greenville is a digital interactive site-specific work that I'm calling Community Reflections. I'm thinking about how digital projections and digital light displays might visually reflect motion activity in spaces of people or objects. I've also been considering how other data sensory, sounds of the city or temperature might be interpreted on a display. I see these types of mixed reality design interventions as the new integrated way of designing spaces and places fluidly. Both here and nowhere, I might add everywhere. The boundaries are definitely blurred, but with this comes so many possibilities. These types of experiences can help support a sense of belonging and identity to communities, fostering a sense of place for audiences through cross-digital and physical experiences, and even more deeply and more importantly during such a time as this pandemic. Thank you all so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoyed this video presentation. Please feel free to email me with any questions or comments if you have them. Thank you and be well.